Welcome to Evolution Sports, and today I'm here to talk about WWE WrestleMania 40, which took place this weekend. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll get right into it. WrestleMania Saturday has started off with Rhea Ripley defending the Women's World Championship against Becky Lynch. This was a good match to get WrestleMania started. Great back and forth between both women. Uh, had a very consistent pace, which I enjoyed. It was a few moments where it looked like Becky was going to win, but they made the right decision here. Rhea Ripley was able to defend the Women's World Championship, and we don't know what's next from here. I think Becky Lynch is probably going to take a break for a few months to get some time off because she's been going strong for a while. Uh, Rhea's next challenger, we don't know. We'll probably find out tonight on Monday Night Raw. I'm assuming it's going to be Liv Morgan, but WWE could do something different. But that was a good match to get WrestleMania started. It was one of the better matches of night one. Moving on. Next you had the six-pack ladder match for the tag team titles. Had Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth versus DIY versus New Catch Republic versus New Day versus A-Town Down Under. And it's always great to have a ladder match at WrestleMania. And this was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. A-Town Down Under got their moment there, and WWE finally split the tag titles, and A-Town Down Under, they're the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Austin Theory, he did get a singles push. It wasn't great. Now he's in a tag team with Grayson Waller, and I think this is helping both of them. Now they both have gold. They're tag champions, and I think they'll do great as tag champions on SmackDown. Then Awesome Truth, they retrieved the other set of tag titles. They're now the new Raw Tag Team Champions. That's R-Truth, who got his first WrestleMania win. The Miz got another WrestleMania moment. This was great for the both of them. They both deserve this win. Glad they got it. Don't know how long they'll be champions, but I expect both of these teams to have decent reigns as tag champions. And they're finally split now, and a lot more tag teams get opportunities. We can see new storylines. So that's the great part about finally splitting the tag titles. But Judgment Rhea won her match, but Judgment Day lost both sets of tag titles. Then the next match is also related to the Judgment Day, which involves Dominic as he teamed up with Santos Escobar to take on Rey Mysterio and Andrade. In this match, I feel like nobody in this match shouldn't have been on WrestleMania. This would have been fine as a main event for SmackDown or a different pay-per-view. It didn't feel like a WrestleMania match. It was a good tag team match. I enjoyed it. Everybody got their shine. You had some stuff on the outside with LWO and Legado del Fantasma. So you had some stuff there. For the most part, most of this made sense. It when Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson interfered to help Ray and Andrade win, it was just like, why? I mean, I know it's in Philadelphia, but that kind of just ruins a good match, which was, you already had interference on the outside, and then that ruins the potential of a Carlito turn, which I was expecting that at WrestleMania, because he thought he was going to be Ray's partner, then he got replaced by, well, not replaced, but Ray added Dragon Lee to the group. Then Andrade turned on Dominic and Santos on SmackDown and said he'd step up and be Ray's partner, and then that's how Carlito found out. Maybe the heel turn to happen on SmackDown, but I feel like the Eagle Slayers getting involved and won this match. It was still a good match, but they had no need to be there. So Ray got another win. The next match was Jimmy Uso and Jay Uso, the Uso Civil War. This match was bad. It was a super kick of warfare. Not no spots in this No cool spots in this match at all. They exchanged blows. Jimmy tried to act like he was sorry for what he did, and Jay fell into the trap. It didn't last too long. The match was 11 minutes, and people complained about the time. I don't think time was the issue. It's just these two clearly have no experience with each other. I know they're in a tag team, but you actually have to have matches against each other for them to have experience, and they clearly didn't have that. If they were to run this back a second time in the future, it would probably be a much better match. But this was a bad match, and unfortunately, the worst match of WrestleMania weekend. That includes Stand and Deliver as well. So it's unfortunate that this was the worst match. And a lot of people expected big things from Jimmy and Jay, but it didn't deliver. Then the next match you had the Damage Control versus Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. This was a short match. It was about 8 minutes. It wasn't too long. Uh, but they've been building this story for a few weeks. Did a good job building it. They threw Jade in there kind of late, but she got a WrestleMania moment along with Naomi and Bianca. They won. Bianca's now 4-0 at WrestleMania, and apparently, and now Naomi has the most WrestleMania wins by a woman. So they went out there. They did their thing. It was a good match. Then the next match was the Intercontinental Championship match between Gunther and Sami Zayn. This match shocked me because I thought Gunther was retaining, but no. Sami Zayn, he had been getting trained by Gable, who knows Gunther very well. Sami had his kid and wife there tonight. Well, not tonight, but during a Saturday night, and they did this well. This Gunther isn't usually the type to just taunt the crowd, but he was taunting Sammy's wife a lot during this match, which ultimately cost him the title. And Sami was able to pull off the upset victory because Gunther was dominating towards the end and could have very well won the match, but wasted too much time taunting, allowed Sami to get back into it. And Sami hit about he hit two Aluba kicks, and 1, 2, 3, Sami is your new Intercontinental Champion. And people felt like Gable should have had that moment. But I like this because this allows Gunther to go into the World Heavyweight title picture. And it makes it easier for Chad Gable to get the Intercontinental Championship. So, because Chad Gable said, if you win, you owe me a favor. He said that to Sami. And at SummerSlam, if Sami can keep the belt at SummerSlam, Gable will be the perfect guy to dethrone him. And outside of WrestleMania, other the biggest event in WWE is SummerSlam. It's the biggest event of the summer, so that'd be perfect for Gable. Then, and that was the second best match of night one, but the best match was the main event with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and Roman. This was this match was basically bloodline rules that anything could happen because The Rock threatened to fire the ref if he counted them out when they were fighting into the crowd when they're outside the ring. This was a really good match, great back and forth between all four of them. It was fun to watch. It was a moment where Cody and Seth hit a double pedigree on Rock and Roman, and it seemed like the match was over right there. And they did a good job making you think this could end at any time, but they had kicked the bloodline kicked out of that. And there was really no outside interference. Like nobody like Solo, Jimmy, any of them got involved in this match, which made it great. And then you had Cody hit a rock bottom onto the rock through the announce table. You had Roman spear Seth through the barricade. Seth could barely move. He was in bad shape after this match. The Rock was taunting Mama Rhodes, and this match was a lot of chaos. It eventually got to the Bloodline getting the upper hand, and The Rock pinning Cody Rhodes to end the night, which made Cody versus Roman Part 2 a Bloodline Rules match on Sunday night. And that was pretty much night one. night one was solid. It could have been better. Roman and Rock defeating Cody and Seth, that was definitely the best match. Sami Zayn defeating Gunther was a really good match. Didn't expect Sami to win, but I like how they did it. So that was a great match, and the ladder match was really good. But outside of that, like the Jay and Jimmy match, that was pretty bad. The Hispanic tag team match with Ray and them, it was okay. Both of the women's matches were good, but they weren't great. So that pretty much sums up night one. But night two was so much better. And I'm gonna get into night two. Um, all hits, no misses. You had Drew and Seth start off the show for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk was on commentary. CM Punk, he was amazing on commentary. The story they've been telling here was that Seth isn't uh, is focused too much on the bloodline, and it's gonna cost him the title. And Drew was focused too much on CM Punk, which could cost him in the end. So, and then this was a really good match, especially considering Seth had just went through just in the main event the previous night. Main event of night one kicked off night two, and I think Seth is gonna take a break. Then with the back and knee issues in the past, and after WrestleMania last night losing two matches, it wasn't great. Well, his performance itself was great, but he doesn't look like he's in great shape, and he definitely needs to take a break. And when he comes back, he should get a rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship against whoever the champion is, because Drew did win after four Claibornes, but Drew, he won, and he was focused a lot on CM Punk even throughout this match, which is why Seth Rollins was able to have a chance in this match. Then Drew, he started taunting CM Punk after the match. He got on the announce table, he got in his face, then CM Punk attacked him. And Damian Priest's music hit. He ran down to the ring, cashed in, hit the South of Heaven. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest is now World Heavyweight Champion. And he finally got his moment at WrestleMania. Only the second WrestleMania cash in. Wasn't happy about it, but I wasn't necessarily happy about this because I thought Drew was gonna keep it. I thought Drew would have kicked out and kept it. I thought Priest would have cashed in and lost the briefcase, but it's fine this way. It's cool. I don't know how long the reign will be. Maybe he can convince me that he can be a great world champion. I think Priest can be a good one. I don't know about great, but I definitely think they're running that, doing Damian and Drew at Backlash, which is next month. But that was a great way to kick off night two. Then next you had the Philadelphia street fight with the Final Testament versus the Pride, which is what Lashley and the Street Profits go by now. Snoop Dogg was on commentary. Bubba Ray Dudley was a special guest referee. And I didn't really get too many notes for this match. But you had a spot with B-Fab and Scarlett where they both went through a table. Montez Ford flew over the top rope to take out AOP. And Karrion Kross got dominated for like the last 5 minutes of the match. Lashley pinned him for the win. Snoop was great on commentary. The Pride get the win. Then next was AJ Styles and LA Knight, which they've been building to this for a few months. And both of these guys deserve to be on WrestleMania. This didn't really do anything for either one of them, but both of these guys deserve to be on WrestleMania. So I'm glad they were able to get them on the card somehow. This was a really good match. I feel like whoever won, it was a good option. But LA Knight got the win, got his WrestleMania moment. Lots of back and forth action between the two. It was just a really fun and entertaining match from LA Knight and AJ Styles. Then you get the United States Championship match with Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. To start this match, for the last few weeks, Randy and Kevin Owens have been teaming up. So to start this match, they were double teaming Logan Paul. Then they realized somebody has to win this match. Somebody has to pin somebody to win, and they both go for the pin on Logan. Then both let go, and that's when they started going at each other. That's when it officially becomes every man for himself in this match, and the action just picks up from there. It was instant action throughout the match. Uh, as usual, the brass knuckle spot, since it's Logan Paul. You had some more shenanigans with somebody in a crown bottle. This time it was I Show Speed as Randy Orton got ready to punt kick Logan Paul. The Speed pulled Logan out the ring, which infuriated Randy. He kicked, he almost kicked him towards the barricade, very close. Then Randy just attacked him and he RKO'd Speed on the announce table. And Speed didn't move for like the next 5 to 6 minutes. I don't know how he got out of the arena. He's in a neck brace now apparently. But that was hilarious. Then getting back to the action towards the end of the match, you have them hitting their finishers on each other. Guys kicking out, breaking up pins. Then Randy hits RKO on Kevin Owens. But Logan Paul throws Randy out the ring, hits a frog splash on KO, and Logan Paul is still the United States champion. I think this leads to Logan Paul and LA Knight at SummerSlam. Obviously, LA Knight is gonna have. Obviously, Logan Paul's gonna have some fights in between that, and they'll probably build up LA Knight a little bit more. But I like what they're doing with I like how they're doing this with Logan Paul. At first, I wasn't too confident he'd retain, but as they got closer to WrestleMania, I didn't see him losing to KO or Randy, and it seems like LA Knight is the perfect guy to take him down for that title at SummerSlam in August. Then next you have Bayley and Io Sky for the Women's Championship. This match was really good. The build to the match, not great, but the match itself, really good. At instant action, they were going back and forth. At one point, it looked like Bayley had hurt her knee, but she was just doing a great job of selling that injury. And then, like I said, it was back and forth the whole time. There was no interference from Damage Control or anybody else. And that was a great part about this match. Then Bayley, her new finisher is the Rose Plant. I like the belly wave rather than the Rose Plant. Because the Rose Plant just seems like a weak move. Seems like something everyone can do. But Bayley got her moment. She won a scene. She's the new women's champion. First time holding the world championship in a while. But she definitely deserved this. And she earned this. And Bayley is the new women's champion. One thing about Io Sky is I don't remember anything about her reign. Like I remember her cashing in. I remember she climbed over Bayley to win the Money in the Bank, but that's not really part of her reign. But then she cashed in at Backlash last year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was Backlash or a different pay-per-view, but Bianca had won the title in a triple threat match, and Io cashed in after that. Or it was, yeah, Bianca won, Io cashed in. That's how she won the championship. I remember that. I also remember, but from that time, that's in like May, and from like May to December, I don't remember anything about Io's reign. Because I know in January, in the first week of January, she defended the title against Mia Yim, which was a really good match. Then she just lost at WrestleMania. But it's a good 7 month stretch of her reign where I don't remember anything that happened. So hopefully Bayley has a much better reign than that, and hopefully it's memorable, and she's defending the title consistently. Because I don't feel like Io Sky was consistently defending her championship. I know Rhea was consistently defending hers, but Io wasn't. But hopefully they find that balance. And then the main event of WrestleMania Night 2, Bloodline Rules for the WWE Championship. Cody and Roman Part 2. I didn't think they could top what they did last year. but this match right here, but they somehow did it. They put on one of the best matches. They put on one of the best matches at WrestleMania last year, and they somehow made this one this year even better. That shows how much chemistry that Roman and Cody have together. This was a great match. It was one of the best in history. Uh, you had a lot of shenanigans. It all made sense. So Jimmy got involved. Uh, Roman still wasn't able to get the. But Jimmy got involved, and before Roman could go for the pin, that's when Jade came out there, and Jade and Jimmy were fighting on the top of the ramp, and Jade speared Jimmy off the ramp on through a table, which that was better than their entire match. That one spot alone cleared their match that they had the night before. Then you had Solo get involved. Solo Roman hit the Spike Spear combination. Wasn't enough to put Cody away. Then John Cena comes back, takes out Solo, AA's him through the Spanish announce table. Then The Rock comes out there. The Rock and John Cena stare down. The once in a lifetime match that happened twice for whatever reason. And then Cena tried swinging on Rock, but he missed, and Rock hit him with a rock bottom. Lights go out here. Uh, then Undertaker is in the ring. He choke slams the Rock. Then then Undertaker just choke slams the Rock and disappears. The Shield music hits, and I know a lot of people saw Dean Ambrose is coming back, me included. But but it's Seth Rollins in his Shield gear. Roman Superman punches him, and towards the end of the match, you have Seth is getting. Roman has a chair, and he has a chance to put Cody away after all this interference, all that's done. Seth is just trying to get back to his feet and get out the ring. Roman has a chair in his hand, and he sees Seth, and he sees Cody. And if he hits Cody with that chair, he can win the match. But instead, he can't let the pass go, and he hits Seth with the chair the same way Seth hit him all those years ago. And that cost him the match because Cody Rhodes then capitalized off that, hit 3 crossroads, pin Roman Reigns, 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes is the new WWE champion. A well-deserved, great match. That is a fantastic main event, one of the best in history. And this bloodline story just got a lot more interesting now that Roman Reigns is the champion. Just because he lost doesn't mean this story is over. There's still a lot they can do with this, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Then Samantha Irvin, she was emotional, announcing that Cody won. Then you had Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, John Cena, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Seth, his wife Brandy, his mom, his stepdad, all out there celebrating with him. LA Knight was even out there for some reason. Can somebody explain LA Knight being out there? Because I have no clue what connection he has to Cody. But he was out there celebrating with Cody Rhodes too. But it was well deserved for Cody. He earned this moment. And WrestleMania 40 was a good. WrestleMania 40 was great. 92 was amazing. All hits, no misses. But overall, WrestleMania 40, I give it a 8. I give it a 9 out of 10. If Night 1, I give it an 8.5 to 9. I wish Night 1 was a little bit better, but I enjoyed this WrestleMania. And that's it for this video. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment how you felt about WrestleMania this year.